Hey, in this video I want to explain why I practice Bhakti Yoga, why 30 years ago I decided to adopt the Bhakti Yoga tradition. Welcome to this channel. My name is Cyril War, or Chandra or Chandrasekhar. I'm from Los Angeles and Paris. I have a master's in the study of religion from Oxford University, and I have more than 50,000 hours of mantra meditation experience. So if you're from India, you have a sacred duty. Your dharma is to subscribe to this channel. Just kidding, but not really kidding. I mean, I really believe that if you're born in India, you should take up the cause of spreading Sanatan Dharma all over the world. And so if you subscribe to this channel, then you're doing that. So I thank you very much. And if you're from the rest of the world, from Europe, America, Australia, Canada, then totally welcome. Thanks for watching. If you're into Eastern philosophy, Indian philosophy in particular, yoga philosophy, if you believe in karma, reincarnation, all that, then please do subscribe. So as you can see in a video that I made a couple of like a week ago, it was actually an interview with a friend of mine. I think the link will be right here. A friend of mine, Namrasa, who has this podcast called the Late Morning Program Podcast. I laugh because in the Hare Krishna movement, which is the institution that I belong to, there's this notion of morning program or morning sadhana. It means basically a morning ritual or a morning practice of, it centers around the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, and that includes, image worship or deity worship or different, elements of what could be called as the general Hindu or Hinduism way of worshiping God. So, and it's early. It starts at 4:30 in the morning, at least in actual temples. So he calls it the late morning program, because it's lazy and so you wake up late. I find that funny. So in that interview, I described my lifestyle, not really my lifestyle, really my story of like how I became a devotee of Krishna, how I decided to adopt Bhakti Yoga. And I just want to kind of repeat the same points here without telling the actual story. I just want to mention that, basically if you ask me today, like, why do you practice Bhakti Yoga? I'll say, because I like it. And you may say, well, that's not very intellectual. It doesn't have to be intellectual. I like practicing Bhakti Yoga because of what it gives me. I like practicing Bhakti Yoga. I like chanting Hare Krishna. I like reading the Bhagavad Gita because it gives me, I believe, a certain peace, a certain satisfaction, a certain happiness, a certain a raison d'être, as they say in French, a reason for living. And I like it. I think it's philosophically or theologically more sophisticated than Christian theology, with all due respect. Certainly more sophisticated than Islamic theology, more sophisticated than Buddhist philosophy. I think the philosophy of the Vedas, and particularly the Bhagavad Purana and the Bhagavad Gita, really offers an incredibly sophisticated system of thought and of understanding the world, a paradigm to function in. And so I really am convinced that this is just like top-notch, philosophy. And like I said at the beginning, in terms of practice, I love chanting Hare Krishna. I mean, it's a drag to wake up in the morning and to take out your japa mala or your bead bag or your little counter with which you count how many times you've it's not zooming, sorry, how many times you've chanted Hare Krishna. It takes discipline. But when you get in a group and you chant together and you're with friends and there's musical instruments and different melodies, it's a wonderful experience. It really is. It's sweet, it's fun, it's uplifting, and that's why I do it. So I would say those are the two main reasons, why I practice Bhakti Yoga. And so if you're from an Indian background, Hindu background, you're thinking, oh, should I not, you should totally dive into Bhakti Yoga. Totally start reading the Bhagavad Gita, take shelter of Krishna, chant Krishna's names, and become part of this really big and transnational community of people from all over the world now, from Africa to New Caledonia, to Italy, to Colombia, who practice Bhakti Yoga. And if you're from America or from the West and you're like, hesitating, well, check it out too. I have some links in the description. These other videos on this channel. You can look on, YouTube and Google and just type Krishna consciousness Bhakti Yoga. And I think you'll find as much satisfaction and raison d'être, as they say in French, as I did and as I continue doing. Thanks for watching. Again, please do subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you around next time, Krishna willing. Take care. 1, 2, 3, 4.